these fans, these laboratory exhaust fans, they are loud. That's the nature of them. They're moving high amounts of CFM at usually higher pressures. We need to come up with ways to combat some of this sound. One of the ways to combat some of this sound is through attenuated windband and wrap. So basically, it's just a different type of nozzle that reduces the outlet sound of these fans. The other option is to go with the inline discharge attenuator. Again, used to reduce outlet sound. One thing with the inline discharge attenuator, when adding this to a system, you are adding height to a system. Okay, so when adding height, making that system taller, there is the possibility that guy wires will need to become required. Whereas if you go with the attenuated windband and wrap, guy wires are not going to become required just because you're not adding height to the system. Where I like to start when it comes to combating sound is going to be through the inline bypass attenuator. Okay, depending on how much additional bypass air you are pulling in through that system, this can be one of the noisier parts of the fan. Okay, these bypass dampers are sized a little bit smaller, and they're sized a little bit smaller on purpose in order to create velocity, create velocity going through the system. So while creating that velocity, and if you are pulling in high amounts of additional bypass air, that part of the fan can really, really hum. Okay, so I mean, it can get pretty noisy where, if you add this bypass attenuation, you're not adding any height to the system right at roof deck level. And on top of that as well, again, depending on how much additional bypass air you are pulling in, you're combating one of the louder parts of the fan.